We've all been there, carrying a legacy that feels more like a cage than a gift. You're the reliable son, but the gold watch on your wrist now feels like a noose. What is the one thing you are carrying alone right now? Who are you really when you aren't fulfilling their dreams? Tonight, we finally draw your first line. Stay with me. There's a Rolex Submariner on my desk. Every morning, I fasten it around my wrist. Not because I choose to, because he's watching, even from that Greenwich facility 3 states away. The day I made partner, he slid it across the table at Peter Luger's. You've earned this. Translation, now you belong to me. I'm 37, corner office, Park Slope brownstone, billable hours hemorrhaging past 2,400. Yet each morning when I clasp that gold band, my throat tightens. The watch isn't resting on my wrist, it's constricting around my neck. My father's love operated like a merger, conditional, leveraged. The blueprint, Andover, Columbia Law, Sullivan and Cromwell, partnership. My desires written off, so I buried them. It shatters on a Wednesday. Glass conference room at Skadden. 8 hours into mediation. Opposing counsel recycling arguments. Minutes stacking like corpses. Mid-sentence, something in me annihilates. If I stay in this chair 60 more seconds, something fundamental will disintegrate beyond reconstruction. I stumble to the men's room. The man in the mirror is a stranger. Hermes tie like a noose, eyes hollowed. A 6-figure ghost. That night, I drive to the storage unit off the BQE. Unit 237. Beneath the casebooks, I find it. My drafting table. Before law school, I wanted to design homes, craftsman bungalows with deep porches, spaces inviting living, not performing. Acceptance letters from Pratt, RISD, Cooper Union. Never applied. Because my father explained, calmly, without malice, that architecture was self-indulgent, law was foundational. Sketch on weekends. First, you need security. 20 years later, I'm still waiting for that weekend. I haul the table to my garage. My hands don't remember at first. 2 decades of typing briefs. But slowly, something frozen thaws. I sketch a kitchen, clean lines, natural light. And for the first time in 20 years, I feel something that isn't obligation. The realization detonates on the Acela from Greenwich. My father sits in that facility asking identical questions. The firm, your caseload, the Verizon deal. My career, the only ember burning in his eyes. But here's that I finally see. He never looked fulfilled at the summit. Retirement didn't deliver peace, it delivered bewilderment. Like a climber who spent 50 years ascending toward a peak, only to find nothing but wind. He gave me that Rolex because he possessed nothing else. He passed down his blueprint because it was the only map he knew. But his unfinished manuscript, that's not mine to complete. Maybe he gave me that watch because he wished someone had given him permission to refuse it. The greatest act of love isn't becoming the man he tried to be. It's becoming the man he never got permission to be. I removed the Rolex last week. It rests in a drawer now, not discarded, just retired. I'm finished measuring my worth in increments of his approval. My daughter Emma watches me sketch now, brings her crayon drawings. This is the inheritance I'm leaving her. Not a watch, not a blueprint. Permission. Permission to fail, to pivot, to inhabit a life that's hers. Honoring your father doesn't require becoming him. It requires the courage to be yourself so completely that you illuminate what's possible. I'm not my father. That's liberation. Borrowed blueprints never construct a home that fits, but when you set them down, you discover you don't need permission to start building your own. You just need the courage to pick up the pencil and draw the first line. And now, words to shelter your heart.
You spent a lifetime building a life from a blueprint that wasn't yours. But before the world defined who you should be, your true self already held its own direction. You are not the sequel to someone else's story, but the original architect of your own path.
You no longer need to fade away to keep the peace. You have the divine permission to be yourself so completely that you illuminate what's possible. Now, as gentle music begins, take a notebook and write one word that touched you, or simply let the melody be your prayer tonight. Remember to keep in mind small steps you can apply in your daily life. Step 1. The inventory. Map your soul. Draw a line. List choices made for his approval versus dreams you buried to survive. This radical awareness begins your reclamation. Step 2. Micro-defiance. Claim your permission. Perform one small act he wouldn't approve of, like leaving work early for a hobby. Survive the guilt to prove his disappointment is survivable. Step 3. The truth. Speak the unspoken. Tell him or write that you're choosing your own blueprint now. You aren't asking for permission. You're offering him the gift of the real you. Honoring your family doesn't mean becoming them. Real love is giving yourself the permission they never had. Put down the borrowed blueprint. You don't need to fade away to keep the peace. You have the right to a life that is truly yours. Next week, we uncover the hidden cost of perfectionism. If this moment spoke to you, subscribe so you won't miss what comes next.